wenye wanafanya CV huko kwa ofisi sahi, and we do it for a living and it's working. So I'll talk about CVs and how I came. I'll not go into so much because time is not on our side also. So basically, a CV is a marketing tool for you when you are looking for a job. Hakuna job yenye unaweza pata bila CV, sivyo? Unless it's your parent giving you that job. So every other job is about CV. So when you are looking for a job, there's no shortcut. Unless umejiandika, hakuna shortcut. Lazima upate CV so that you get a job. And every day, every year, there are people getting out of jobs. Kuna wale wanafutwa, kuna wale contracts zinaisha. There are you graduates who are getting out of universities every year. So the job market is flooded. And when the job market is flooded, you have to do something that is very, very unique so that you get above others. And getting above others means that you have to have a good CV. An employer calls you for an interview because of your CV. Employer anakuita sababu ameona CV yako but it is not seeing you. So your CV is a very key part. It takes 90% of your job site success. So because it enables you to get an interview. So a basic CV has 5 parts. A basic CV has 5 parts, whereby we have. I've also trained in. This is the 9th university I'm training about CVs. Nairobi trained near University zote. Last week we were with them in Kisii University, and it's a pleasure being here as well. So a basic CV has 5 parts, with the first one being introduction. The introduction part, whereby you do your name, you have your name and contact details. So when you have your name, you have the official names, like Walemba Jay, telephone number. If you have an address number, you can add your address number, then you do your telephone number, email address. So when it comes to email address, that's where we go wrong. When you wait to Nandika email address, then you see professional, nice baby, the Taliban, such things. They're not professional, and any employer will not see you as a serious candidate. So make sure you are doing official names. Like for me, Walemba J, my email is jwalemba@gmail.com. So make sure that you are doing at least the two initials from one initial and one name of yours is on your email. It's better to utumie jina zako zote tatu kwa email address so that you make it so official. Then the second part is the career professional summary. This is the part that summarizes about your career, your aspirations, and what you are really looking for. It should be so intentional that any employer looking at it knows that this person is looking for a position in this organization to do ABC. You talk about it and tell them about your strengths and why you're really interested in that position. Then the third part is the core skills or competencies. These are the technical skills that you gain from your career, from your job, from your responsibilities. So kuna technical skills na kuna soft skills. Soft skills are those skills that anyone in any profession akonayo, accountant, nurse, HR, procurement officer, they have the same skills. Soft skills ni hizo. The technical skills are those skills that you gain from the roles you handle in that position. If you are a HR, kuna ile unafanya recruitment. Kuna HR saba, wale wanafanya HR, kumbe ni mmoja tu. Ukimaliza ukuja nikupe internship. So for those that are If you are in HR, if you are doing recruitment and selection, that is a skill. If you are in accounting, if you do reports, financial reporting is a technical skill. If you are in procurement, if you are doing tenders, tender management is a technical skills. If you are in medicine, you attend to emergencies, emergency response is a technical skills. So technical skills ni ile skills zenye lazima ukuwe ni on job, ufanye on job, you gain those technical skills. The soft skills you can gain them from training. You can also gain them from the theoretical part, but the technical skills lazima ukuwe na hiyo hands-on experience you uweze gain technical skills. So every profession iko na different technical skills. Then you have the academic qualifications and the work experience. Academic and professional qualifications. So the academic qualifications is what you're doing now, the high school and primary. The professional qualifications is about the professional bodies. I heard someone talk about ISPAC, kuna KISIM, for HR, kuna CHRP. Those are the academic and the professional bodies. So the professional qualifications, you add them there. So if you have no professional qualification, like you're not doing CPA, you're not doing CIPS, usiweke hapo professional, just do academic qualifications. Then you can do your degree or diploma plus your high school education. Those two, usiweke primary education. So when you go to work experience now determines, it's done depending on what you currently doing or what you've previously done. I know most of you will ask me about tumekuwa shule, we had no official work experience. That is not the case. Any work experience, like the school leaders, student leaders, that is work experience. Ulikuwa prefect primary school, that's work experience. Umekuwa church leader huko nyumbani, that's work experience. So have it on your CV, because that work experience helps you gain skills. Simo. Ukiwa student leader, ukiwa prefect primary, una gain leadership skills. Simo. Then you also get skills in terms of planning and organizing. Also, you can do scheduling. So you gain skills in when you also gain interpersonal skills in that category. You can also gain skills to do with report writing. So I believe that all of you have been involved in one thing or another, apart from being student leaders or apart from having gone for attachment. So at least your CV should have some information that will show, that will give us some skills, some technical skills. So from there you go to, so at the work experience, you do the date, the month and the year you started, then the month and the year you ended. Then you go to the company, the position, and then the duties and responsibilities. But of late we are preferring people with achievements because every employer is looking for someone who can solve problems. So, and a problem solver must have achieved something. Solving problems. Employer wanatafuta mtu ana solve problems. You don't just want you to come and be unafanya kazi yako unaenda. You are not helping the company save costs. You are not helping the company increase their sales. So employers are looking for problem solvers. So by being a problem solver, a good CV should have your achievements. Ndio ukuwe problem solver mzuri. So pale kwa responsibilities, because you might not have so many achievements, you can do your achievements, then just after that you can do your responsibilities, then after the responsibilities you can do your achievements. But make sure at least you have an achievement. For student leaders, I know this function was successful because of you. So if you're a student leader and you took part in organizing this event, that's an achievement you made. So you can talk about, in your CV, you can talk about, I was part of the team that organized a successful career fair with corporate, career academy, and the other partners. So that's an achievement for your student leader, or any person or the committee that organized this. So achievement si kitu lazima uko umefanya kitu kubwa. Just these little things. It depends with how you phrase them on your CV. Then we have the referees part on your CV. Referees, for so many of you mess when it comes to referees. When you mnaandika lecturers, or you write your church leader back at home, and you've never talked to him, bora unamjua jina na unaomba mama namba yake. So unamweka kwa CV. Hata akipigiwa simu, they don't know you. It's so sad. We need to work on our referees well. So when you are doing referees, if it's a lecturer you are writing, make sure you have personal touch with that lecturer. Mtu mwenye akipigiwa simu akiulizwa Jay nani, he knows who Jay is. Sisi tulimuongelesha mara moja ukiingia first year, then you are writing him as a lecturer after fourth year. Atakukumbuka. So make sure your referees are people you can always relate with. You can use your student leaders as your referees, then have lecturer come later. A referee, mostly companies will want people who have directly supervised you as your referees. So make sure if you've been employed or you've done attachment at company A, make sure your immediate supervisor at company A is your first referee kwa CV yako, because it's the person who is going to recommend you. For companies that when you go for attachment, I see companies do recommendation letters. If they are doing recommendation letters, if the HR is the person who's done that recommendation letter, have the HR as the first person on your CV, on your CV as the referee, and make sure unamjua. Be approaching a HR ule mwenye amekuandikia barua, telling him thank you sir, thank you madam, will have a great impact on your CV. That HR will never forget you. So make sure you're doing that. Then we have those people who do photos and hobbies in their CV. It's allowed in some cases. If you are someone dealing with things to do with modeling, what we've just seen, models are allowed to do that. If that is what they are looking at, that is their career path, they are allowed to have their photos on their CVs. If you are an accountant, we don't want your photo on your CV. If you are doing things to do with graphic design, you can have your photo on your CV. So there are those careers that people will need to see your face before they can maybe consider hiring you. So always consider, if that is your line, you can have your photo. But for other professions, HR, the official professions, don't have your CV, your photos on your CV.